From the White House to an underground nightclub in Colorado, where the DEA says it arrested more than 100 illegal immigrants in an overnight raid. It happened at around 3:45 in the morning in Colorado Springs. It's about an hour south of Denver. Now, video of the raid shows an armed agent standing by as dozens of people hold their hands up and behind their heads, and some of them are lined up against the wall. But here's the curious thing. In addition to all those illegal immigrants the DEA says it detained, there were also more than a dozen active duty U.S. soldiers who were also inside the club. They were handed over to the military. Officials say some of those troops appear to be running security at the club, where agents found methamphetamines and powdered drugs, including pink cocaine. The DEA monitored this nightclub for months, and during that time, they say they saw prostitution and drug trafficking, as well as members of the Hells Angels, MS-13, and Tren de Aragua all going in and out of that club. Joining me now is Jonathan Pullen, the DEA Rocky Mountain Division Special Agent in charge. Jonathan, great to have you here. So you had this club under surveillance for months. What did you see? What did undercover agents see inside that club?
Well, Elizabeth, thank you for having me. So this club is a dangerous place. You know, it only opens after 2 a.m. in the morning on the weekends. So, you know, you can imagine the kind of clientele that goes to a club from 2 to 6 a.m. I've had agents in there on multiple occasions, and they've witnessed drug trafficking. We've actually purchased drugs in this club undercover. They've witnessed prostitution taking place. There's certainly people carrying guns in the club, and the armed security are carrying guns. You know, and some of those guys are active duty military members. So it's a pretty dangerous spot.
What did you make of military, U.S. military working security? Were they only working there, or were they also patronizing the club?
It's a little bit of both. So we found 17 active duty military members in the club on Saturday night, Sunday morning. So some of those guys were working the security for the club. And they were armed, and so obviously that's it's disappointing. You know, I think that's the word we keep using around here to see active duty military folks in an environment like this. It's disappointing.
Yeah, and obviously, if they were armed, the question is, were they armed with U.S. military issued weapons?
We don't think so. We think these were personally owned weapons.
Okay.
In fact, you know, once we hit the place, you know, a lot of these folks literally dropped their weapons on the floor, threw them in a closet.
Right.
And we recovered some of them there. We had one guy who actually ran from the location in the video you're showing now, and he was tackled to the ground. And as he was tackled to the ground, he threw his gun underneath a car. Luckily, the agent who was with him saw him do that, and were able to recover that weapon.
And apparently, you've gotten, there have been numerous 911 calls from neighbors who are in the area or in the vicinity reporting something going. What were those 911 calls?
So there's been calls for shootings at the club, outside in the parking lot. There's been calls about drug trafficking, overdoses. In fact, there was a person who overdosed at this club a few weeks ago. They didn't want to call the cops there, so somebody drove him down the street about a mile, dumped him out, and then they called 911. So just a den of iniquity at this place.
Yeah. How long do you think this club has been up and operating?
It's been going for a number of months. It's actually had been at a few different addresses across Colorado Springs, and it's been at this address for a few months, and that's when it kind of became on our radar, and we started doing some surveillance on it.
All right, so there were about 200 people in the club, and you say more than half of them, 114 of them, were all here in this country illegally?
That's right. So we knew from our undercover work and our surveillance that we were going to have a high number of illegal aliens in the club. So we brought ICE along with us. Listen, we had 10 federal agencies out there with us, along with 2 sheriff's departments and the police department. And so, listen, we knew the illegal aliens were going to be there, so we brought ICE, ERO. We knew there were going to be guns, so we brought ATF. We were looking at some money laundering angles, so we brought IRS. FBI was with us. The list goes on and on.
So can you tell me anything about who you arrested, the people who were here illegally, men, women? What countries are they from?
Actually, I have a list right here. There are a number of men and women. Both. There were more men that went into custody than women, but so far I've got a list of Guatemala, Cuba, El Salvador, Mexico, Venezuela, Colombia, Nicaragua, Chile, and Honduras.
Wow. I've got to ask, how did all these people from all these countries find their way to this part of Colorado and this nightclub?
kind of a rough part of town, to be frank with you. I
Okay.
drove through there last week before this operation, and I saw a couple of guys with tattoos on their face. That's a marker to me. I don't know if it is to everybody else, but it's a rough part of town. And listen, it's an underground club. Once the other clubs in town empty out, the word gets out, on social media or through apps that these guys use, and they say, "Hey, we're going to this spot tonight," and they show up. But listen, there's people in that neighborhood, even though it's a rough part of town, who are good, hardworking people. In fact, there was a man who called my office this morning. He was the neighbor. He lived across the street from this club. He'd been nervous and worried for months because of what's happening. He even told his family and his kids, "Hey, we're not going over there on the weekends. It's too dangerous." So he called and thanked my agents in a voicemail this morning. I can't tell you how much that means to the DEA agent and all the people in law enforcement who supported this operation.
I can only imagine that meant a lot. Very quickly, we know that some of the undercover agents had reported they had seen members of MS-13, Tren de Aragua, even Hell's Angels at this club. Have you been able to confirm that, in fact, you had members of those three gangs there?
They were definitely there in previous occasions, and only half the people that were arrested have been processed as of this morning. So the other half were getting processed today. As you can imagine, they didn't have their gangster card in their wallet. So we're still trying to figure out if they were affiliated with TDA or MS-13.
Okay. I take it you're making a bit of a joke there. Jonathan Pullen, thanks so much. Really appreciate you giving us all the information on what happened. It sounds like you guys did some great work there for the folks in that community.
Absolutely. Thank you, Elizabeth.
All right.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.